Hey guys, it's Whisper again. So, I just wanted to do a quick little update since I haven't really done anything for a couple days now. Now, I know that I don't really have a life, but I figured, since this is my blog, I might as well have the chance to talk about my life because, as little of this as there is, I figure I won't bore anyone because there's not a whole lot I could talk about. And also, as you can tell, I'm kind of experimenting with this whole new filming idea where I kind of move the camera about and hopefully make this a little more interesting. I'm going to do the cut and paste thing and do this really fast, witty movie thing and see if that's actually better than what I normally do. So yeah, a little bit about my life. This week I was being a nerd, as usual. I watched the second and third seasons of the Avatar Last Airbender. So yeah, and my mom kind of joined in, so she ended up staying really late for like 3 nights in a row because she was watching with me, which is really stupid because she hasn't actually seen the first season, but she says she was okay and she says she could follow it, so whatever, we'll just let her do her thing. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of that show, and I watched the first season a couple months ago when they first put that on Netflix, and then a little while ago, well, I don't actually know when, but I recently found out that they put seasons 2 and 3 on Netflix as well, on the Instant Watch, so I just sat there watching episode after episode after episode after episode, and seriously sat there for hours and hours and hours on end. I don't really know what to say beyond that because I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't seen it. Anyone who has seen it, you already know what I'm talking about. It's amazing. You can't be not amazing when it comes to Avatar Last Airbender. I have to say my favorite character is Sokka, just because I love him to death and he's hilarious, and despite the fact that he doesn't have all the powerful whooshy waterbending or anything, and he's not, Superman, but he's still awesome, and he's still a fighter, and he's still a thinker, and yeah, he's just funny and a dork, so I kind of required to love him almost. I'd have to say Zuko is my favorite character because just his storyline, it's not this great, it's not the simple flip realizing, oh my gosh, I'm being bad, I need to be good. No, it doesn't work that way. I like his storyline best just because he does make mistakes and he does do stupid things and he does, really have to work to turn his life around. And I really admire him for that. So storyline wise, I have to say Zuko's probably got the best one. But I still love Sokka. So yeah, other things in my life, not much beyond that. A lot of schoolwork stuff, of course. But since when is school not a huge part of my life? In all honesty, school pretty much is my life. Not that you don't know that already. Doing a whole bunch of projects. I've got, a big paper for my medieval history class due in 2 weeks. I've got a paper due next Tuesday. I've got a midterm on Monday. I've got another paper due. Well, technically it's not due till the end of the semester, but I don't want to wait till the end of the semester and be stuck with all of a sudden remembering that I have to write 3 papers on ancient Greece while I'm trying to study for finals. So, bad idea. I'm trying not to procrastinate this year. I'm doing my best. It's a problem. I can't help it. Don't laugh at me. Egypt class was awesome. I was going to bring the video recorder and record her lesson this week, and I completely forgot because I had an S&T meeting, and I had to go to that between classes, so that didn't happen. But I'm going to do my absolute best to remind myself next week, and I'm going to put it in my phone right now. I'm going to put it in my pretty little phone that I need to do that next week so that I don't forget to bring the camera. Bring camera. Okay. Event saved. Alright, so it is in my phone. I'm going to do my best to remember to bring that to school on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, okay. And then I will record her lesson and you guys will get to see awesome Egypt teacher and realize just how great she is. Seriously, I'm meeting her tomorrow at the museum in Denver and we're going to go to the King Tut exhibit. I am so excited! Seriously, it's King Tut. How can you not be? Being obsessed with Egypt history as I am, and I've actually seen a lot of the King Tut stuff before, but seeing it here in the US is an entirely different experience, and I get to see it with the best teacher ever. Seriously, best teacher ever. I will prove it to you. So, I am so looking forward to this. It's going to be so much fun, and I'm going with my mom, and with my teacher, and with Kim, the friend I spend with all my time at school with, and I don't know if her son is actually going or not, but yeah, we're going to be at least, us 4 girls, and it's going to be so much fun! The other news, let's see, I watched Peter Pan today. Yay, exciting, good movie. I don't tend to watch it very much because, I don't know, there's something about the story of Peter Pan that just hits me really hard, and I don't know, it's very over-emotional for me, and it's probably really weird, and it doesn't make any sense to anyone who's not me, so I'm not even going to really try and explain this anymore, because you probably don't get it anyway. And then last night I watched Mommy Returns, which I didn't really watch because I was doing other stuff at the same time. I wasn't really paying attention. So I kind of want to watch it again, just because it's amazing. I mean, Ardith Bay. Oh my gosh! He makes the whole movie amazing. Oh! And Jonathan's cool too. I like Jonathan. Jonathan is such a dork, but what the hell? He's a dork. You know, I'm a dork too. He's a bit much of a schemer for my tastes, but, you know, that's okay. We can forgive him for it. He's too funny not to. Let's see, other news. Tonight, or this evening, hopefully pretty soon, my brother's girlfriend Rachel is coming over, even though Brian's not here this weekend. This is actually the first weekend he has not come home since college got started. And it's, what, October now? And this is the first weekend he's not come home. That's a lot of driving time. That is a lot of driving time. So she's coming over and we're going to have a movie bonanza. And yes, it is a movie bonanza, not like a marathon or something. It is a bonanza. It's got to be a bonanza. I don't know why, but it is. So I don't know what we're going to watch yet. I'm more than willing to watch Mummy Returns again just because it is that awesome and because I wasn't paying attention to it last night. So it's going to be fun. So I don't know what we're going to watch yet. I'll let you know later, eventually, maybe, or I might forget. Questions! Okay, some random questions that people asked me. If I had $1 million, what would I do with it and why? Well, the practical side of me says that I would pay off my schooling, I would pay off my brother's schooling, I would help my parents pay off their mortgage, I would, you know, get myself into grad school over in Europe since I could afford it. But, you know, that's all practical stuff. Non-practical stuff, things people wouldn't normally think of, would be getting a queen-size bed. I really want a queen-size bed. I've been stuck in my twin for I don't know how long, and I'm really just, ugh. I'm almost 22 years old, and I still sleep in a twin-size bed, and I'm just sick of it. So I really want a queen-size bed, but I cannot afford it. Other impractical things, I'd want a really fancy camera. That would be so much fun. And probably like a tripod or something, so I could take fancy pictures and, you know, stuff and not be blurry. That'd be good. Not blurry is good. Oh, a trip to Egypt. It doesn't even need to be said. They're actually offering a trip at my school right now. It's going to Egypt, and it's not like a history class, though. I think it's a culture class or something. I don't even know what it's for, but they're going to Egypt, and I am so jealous, and I admit a part of me is wondering if I should even bother trying to go on this dig in Spain when I really, really want to go to Egypt. But then, of course, you know, being the practical person I am, I remember, okay, you have to go on this dig because it's experience and this will get you into touch with people who actually do this stuff for a living. I need to do it. Make connections. I don't know why I did this. So yeah, if I had $1 million, I would buy all sorts of useless stuff that I don't really need. If I had, you know, the opportunity to be impractical. Alright, next question. My favorite movie. Stardust. In a word, Stardust is amazing! You know, a lot of people won't look at Stardust and say, oh my gosh, it is the best movie ever. But it incorporates all the elements I like in a movie. The romance, the comedy, and the sword fighting. Yeah. And hello, Sky Pirates, you can't beat that. Ugh, Captain Shakespeare, best character in the whole movie, just because he's freaking hilarious. So yeah, Stardust is my favorite movie. Would you rather eat 5 rotten cheese slices or lick a dirty toilet? Ew. And let me just say again, ew. Ew. This is gross. Why are you even making me think about this? This is not fair. Because I don't know what to choose. I mean, they're both gross. And I've actually been thinking about this all week since I couldn't really choose. And I finally decided that, yes, I would lick the dirty toilet. As gross as it is, it's a little bit more ambiguous, I guess. So, if you have to eat 5 rotten cheese slices, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. You can't bend the rules on that one. But to lick a dirty toilet, it doesn't say how dirty the toilet has to be. It doesn't say how much of a lick it has to be. So I figure I would, you know, barely lick a barely dirty toilet and then brush my teeth a zillion times, and then I would be okay. I'd survive. Whereas, you know, 5 rotten cheese slices, I am deathly terrified of throwing up. I cannot stand it. Ugh, no, gross. So I would probably have to go with the toilet. Guys, and a lot of people, well, mostly old high school friends, evil people, you know, decided that I should go in costume. So, yeah, I'm not in costume. Can you tell? Okay, first of all, I don't really own a costume. The only costume I own is the one I have for the Renaissance Fair. And yes, it is a costume, but that in turn leads me to number 2. I'm too lazy to go put it on. And I'm dressed, and I've been up all day already, and it's 5:22, and Rachel's coming over soon, and I don't want her to come and see me in a Renaissance Festival costume for absolutely no reason. Talk about awkward. So yeah, no costume, but, you know, it's not my fault. Maybe next time. We'll see. Depends how lazy I am, again. And I'm pretty lazy, so don't be surprised if it doesn't actually happen. Favorite food, drink, and plant. Odd combination. Favorite food. Ooh, I choose. Can I just generalize and choose more than one? Italian and Chinese. I love both of them. Pasta and Italian food, oh my gosh. If you ever go to Italy, eat spaghetti carbonara everywhere you go. I went there, I was there for, I don't know, almost 2 weeks, and every single place we went, almost every single meal there, I ate spaghetti carbonara. For both lunch and dinner on the same day, every day. It was ridiculous, but it was amazing because it was the best spaghetti carbonara I've ever had, and I cannot find anything even close to that here in the US. We just don't do Italian food, apparently, very well. Not as good as the Italians, that's for sure. And Chinese, because hello is Chinese. Oh my goodness gracious, I love Chinese. I mean, yes, you're hungry like, an hour or two later, but then, if you're me, you have thought ahead and ordered extra so you can eat more Chinese when you get hungry. It kind of ends up being a race in our house of who gets the Chinese food first and who gets all the leftovers. So yeah, I tend to go for seconds and thirds when I can. So yeah, Italian and Chinese food. If I have to be very specific, I'll just choose one from each. I go for the actual Italian spaghetti carbonara. And Chinese food, definitely sesame chicken. I love sesame chicken. Love, 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 love. Drink. Mountain Dew and juice. Not together. That'd be weird. I love Mountain Dew to death. I actually really like the taste. I know people who don't like the taste of Mountain Dew, but I like it because the bubbles are smaller, which seems like a really stupid argument to some people because the bubble sizes are weird and different in different sodas, and most people don't seem to notice it but me. But I like things like Sierra Mist and Mountain Dew because the bubbles are smaller. Whereas, with Coke or Dr. Pepper, the bubbles are bigger. And I like Dr. Pepper for the taste, but I don't like the bubbles. They bug me. Otherwise, I'd have to go for Mountain Dew. Or, well, Sierra Mist. It depends on whether I want caffeine or not. Not soda-wise. I'd have to say juice. Just, I love juice. Fruit juice, oh my goodness. I always have juice down here in the basement. Always, always, always. Just because I love, having flavor. Fruity flavor. Even better. Eee! Favorite plant. I love tiger lilies. Because, everyone loves roses. I mean, they're roses. Yes, they're pretty, and yes, I would like to get some. But they're still roses. They're typical. They're expected. And, half the girls on the planet have a rose for their favorite flower. That's boring. I have to be different. So, yeah, definitely tiger lily for my favorite flower. I love tiger lilies because, I love lilies in general. But then you get the tiger lilies, and one, there's a reference to Peter Pan to it. Because you've got, the character Tiger Lily. You see what I did there? Two, they're orange. They're bright and they're colorful and they're happy flowers. You cannot look at a tiger lily and say that is a sad flower. You just can't. It doesn't work. It is a very happy flower, and I am a happy person, thus it works perfectly. People want me to dance. I don't know why people want me to dance, but they want me to dance. Okay, that is my stupid dance, and I hope everyone is now happy. So you got the dance. You might have gotten the costume, but you got the dance. So deal with it. Okay, now I've got to go edit this thing, and I'm going to figure out how it goes, because I've been doing this whole changing position thing. So we'll see how this works out, and I will hopefully talk to you again soon. Please leave me a random funny comments, suggestions, anything you want me to talk about, or I'll end up doing my stupid dance some more. Sorry. That's it for me today. Toodles. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Does he go away? I forgot what I was saying. Ah, right, okay. Back on subject, I think. No, don't save! Gosh darn it. Oh crap, I forgot what I was gonna say again. Think. I'm gonna sneeze. My brain just went completely blank. Oh man! I forgot again. Ages now. Wow, my hair got really messed up. I am getting worse and worse as time goes by, I swear. I'm almost 22 years old. I am almost 22 years old, and I got my own age wrong. Oh.